Okay, are you ready for another fabulous dessert? Well, the other two weren't really desserts, but this is a dessert. This is chocolate mousse, and I have taken this to parties in large amounts. And then everyone begs you for the recipe, so you might as well just have it in your pocket and be ready to give it to everyone because it is so good and it's so healthy. We're going to start out, and this is a chocolate mousse. And again, we're using the raw cacao. And it is, what makes its creamy base is avocados. So I'm going to put all these avocados in the Vitamix. And then we're going to add the other ingredients and then the raw cacao. So this is about 2 cups of avocados, which is usually about 2 avocados. I'm just going to break these down a little bit. All right, now to sweeten it, we're going to use maple syrup. And the recipe calls for a half a cup, maybe just a little bit more. You can taste it and see what you think. I'm going to add just a teeny bit because the recipe calls for a half a cup plus 2 tablespoons. So I'm just going to pour just a little bit extra in there. And it also calls for 2 to 4 tablespoons of sugar depending on how sweet you want it. I went ahead and used the raw sugar, and I'm going to put 4 tablespoons in there. Now, let's see, we have 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Got a teaspoon right here. Who would ever think of putting avocado with cocoa or to make a mousse out of avocado? All right, let me see, there's a couple other things. We've got balsamic vinegar. It's going to just like adjust the taste. Just a teaspoon. Just a little bit, and a little bit of namashoyu or tamari. If you don't have that, soy sauce will work. We only want a half a teaspoon. And you know, these are like many of these infused flavors. When they marry each other, they just really create something that's brand new. Okay, I think I've got everything. Let me check. Oh, coconut oil. This is my very favorite tasting coconut oil when I am making anything that is you know, raw, or it has when I'm not cooking with it. I mean, it's a fabulous oil anyway, but it's all been very cold pressed. It has a fabulous flavor, and sometimes the recipes call for a coconut oil that has the coconut flavor taken out. I personally don't like to use that. I like to use the coconut oil that has the coconut flavor because to me it adds a dimension of flavor, and it doesn't really make everything taste coconutty. So we've got 2 tablespoons of the coconut oil. Okay, we're going to blend this up, and then we'll add our raw cacao. Let me take this off. Now these Vitamixers, you can make this in a food processor too if you don't have a Vitamixer. Oh, that was an adventure. Whoa. Oh, you can't even believe how good this is. So, I just did something you should never do. I put the tamper in without putting the top of the Vitamixer in. And then you see this top keeps it from going down too deep so it doesn't hit the blades. So it's really important that when you use the tamper, always have your top on. Okay, we're going to take this out. Some of it's still not mixed really well there. Set that right here. Now I'm going to taste this and just make sure it's perfect again. And then I'm going to show you how to serve it. I mean, you can serve it just like this, but there's some really wonderful ways and many ways to serve this mousse. Oh my gosh. This is so delicious. Okay, wait till you see how we serve it. Okay, now I'm getting ready to plate this beautiful chocolate mousse. And there's so many different ways you can do this. Like I said, you can put it in a giant bowl. layer it with, one time I did it at a party, I did it in the big bamboo bowl, these totally bamboo bowls. It was like a salad bowl. And I put all kinds of cut strawberries on the bottom, and then I layered the mousse on top. And then I took raspberries. Actually, it's great with raspberries, but we're up in the Northwest and it's August, and so we're using the fresh fruit that we have available here. But the raspberries, then I put like a design on the top with the raw cacao into the pudding with the raspberries. It looks so pretty. But for this one, we're just going to put a variety of fruits in here. We're going to put these fresh peaches that we got from the farmer's market. We actually picked these blueberries. And this raw cacao, or this pudding, this mousse, is so great with fruit. And then you can just layer it in there like this. And if you want, you can, it's very rich, as you can imagine. I mean, this is an avocado. And so if I were serving this for a dessert, it would be an afternoon dessert, or it would be maybe a dessert with some champagne, an afternoon snack, some champagne or something like that, because it's very rich. So if you are serving it for dessert after dinner, make sure it's a very light dinner, or that you give it some time. Maybe we'll put a peach on top like that. Isn't that great? And so individual glasses, you can also do this and put the mousse on the bottom. And then just pile it high with berries. And like I said, the raspberries are great. Another thing that's wonderful with this dessert is fresh mint. And you can chop them and put it in there because it really adds a big flavor. So isn't this fun? And look how really easy it is. You just need some avocados and some of the things that you already have in your cupboard a lot. Make sure you get a great coconut oil. And your avocados are ripe. And just continue to have fun with it. I love the peaches. These peaches are outstanding because they're freshly picked from up here in the Northwest in the summertime. I like it with the fruit on the bottom. A little bit of this goes a long way, that's for sure. So here we go. Doop. We'll put more in this. This is fun too to layer these. I'm so excited because I have my new Shun knives. And if you want to know a lot about knives, I highly recommend you go to KershawKnives.com. They're beautiful, they're wonderful to work with, and you might have noticed earlier I had a Band-Aid on my finger. Well, we've all had Band-Aids because they came so sharp. This is going to be an intense dessert. Oh, I like the way that looks, just like that. If you make this, everybody will not believe how good it is. You'll be the star of your kitchen. Enjoy.